Howdy all Molex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Sundays Die. Okay. Um Take a little look around here. I haven't really explored. See what's available in this foggy town. I was trying to think I haven't really done much this week but work. Work. Oh, we did start our new D&D campaign since it was decided by the DM that he wanted to start a new one. Anybody else been DMing one lately? But I don't know. I thought it was weird. We had started one, and then we got like halfway through it, and then he was like, I want to start a different one." I'm of two minds. About it. One, I hated that campaign, and I'm glad it's done. But two, it's weird to end in the middle. Um, he had okay. What's even weirder is this. All right, he had said that the plan was to do this campaign that we've already done once before, recently, because you can choose different bad guys, and so the choice of bad guy will alter the quests that you do, and so the book has got like, these are the things that happen if you are in this time of year, and these are the things that happen in this time of year, and these are the things that happen with this as the main bad guy, and these are the things that happen with this as the main bad guy, right? And uh, so we definitely could have played out a different storyline. But given that the quest line only goes to um, level 5, and we just hit level 3, and we hadn't done any new anything so far, I feel like, maybe we weren't doing something different. Okay, this is weird in that there are no doors. Also, why can't I use lockpicks on locked doors? Why is that a thing? It's weird to me that you can't use lockpicks on locked doors. God, what is that? It's just a fat zombie. Um, sorry, I got distracted by fat zombie. Uh, so yeah, so he decided we were gonna swap over and do a different campaign. The original plan, right? So we're gonna do this campaign, but we're gonna do a different major bad guy and different quests because we hadn't done all the quests and stuff before. And then, like I said, we made it halfway through the campaign and nothing had changed. And uh, I guess maybe I don't remember the meeting with the opera person before, but there wasn't really anything to that, so I didn't count it as being that different. We still did the same other quest lines. We still had the same major bad guys involved, all that. But uh, my gun is already a level 4. I don't do knuckle wraps. Thanks. Some nice loot levels on those, though. So now we're doing something about Vecna. I can't remember what the title of it is. Um, oh, well, that was terrible. But it, right, the original plan. I keep forgetting. My brain, I tell ya. So the original plan, he said, was to do the first 5 levels in that with with different bad guys. And then he wanted to move us into, oh crap. Oh hey, I should took that guy down pretty fast. They want to move us into there's a campaign book that's just dungeons. And so we're going to move us into that. And then maybe after we got our levels up in that, then we would switch on to another campaign book he was looking at. But apparently, the other campaign book starts at level 10, and he didn't want to wait. So he just had us make new characters at level 10, although we just used the same characters we were just playing with. So we turned those all to level 10. We did that last week. I guess technically like 2 weeks ago now. And really? And that dog's mouth. And so we got started on that with our new level 10 versions of our characters, and it was all right. I definitely enjoyed it more than the other campaign. My problem with the other campaign is what's it called? It's called like the Dragon Heist, and it's I don't know. It's not that it's not necessarily. I don't think it's written well, personally. Um, but it also is like way. Whoa! I just cut that guy's hand off. Stop dodging. And uh, and I found the whole thing to be super boring. So like it's way too with our DM, it's way too the DM talks and nobody else does anything. And you just wait for him to stop talking, and then you say like one thing, and then wait for him to stop talking, and then say one thing. And I don't mind NPC interactions. I don't have a problem with that. But I also really, really like the dungeon part of Dungeons and Dragons. My favorite my favorite parts are the crawling through the dungeons, fighting the monsters, getting, upgrades to your gear, going on quests, obtaining the rare ingredient, rescuing the whatever. And Dragon Heist is literally a pointless wander around a city talking to people campaign, in my opinion. There are a couple of dungeons, but it's mostly just you come up on a or you're at the bar, and while you're at the bar, this guy sees you and he comes over and he's like, "Hey, I need someone to go find my friend. He was supposed to meet me here. He didn't show up. Um, and I've heard good things about you all, and I'd like it if you'd go see if you can figure out what happened to him. I haven't seen him in a couple of days, and last time I saw him, we were at a dive bar down by the docks, and maybe you could go check it out." And so you head that way, and then um, uh, I don't remember the exact order. I think you come across a murder, and but the city watch is already there, so I don't know why I should care. And so then it's just a big exposition dump by the thing that dang. And just to show, which you've already seen, because the game starts with a bar brawl, I guess, before that guy asks you to go find his friend. Um, so you already saw that the gangs were fighting each other, and then you go to there's a murder, right? And the murder is gang members have killed each other. Like, okay, I get it, we get it. Okay, we've seen it. All right, the gangs are fighting each other. I understand. I don't need it rehashed over and over. And then you go to the bar and you talk to them, and they tell you the last place they saw the guy, and that some of the gangs had grabbed him and taken him out. And so you follow the gangs back to their location. And when you get in there, you'll never guess what happens. The gangs are fighting each other. Like, I get it. The gangs are fighting each other. Okay, can we move on to something for me to do? And so there's like some gang members there, and you fight them, and then the city watch shows up magically, just out of nowhere. Like, how did they know to come to this warehouse in the middle of nowhere? Right? Like, we got reports of a disturbance in the shady part of town at a known gang hideout. Yeah, sure you did. Um, and so so then I don't know. From there, it basically then you get noticed by the organizations in D&D. There's some organizations in D&D that are like the Harpers. The Harpers are like these guys who think that they should know everything, but I don't know what they actually do with the information. That's never been made clear to me in all my years of playing D&D. The Harpers just want to know things. Okay. And then there's because the game the Dragon Heist takes place in Waterdeep. You also deal with the Gray Hand, I think, is the organization. That one's unique to Waterdeep, and that's like their enforcers. And so they want you to help out. And then there's the Lord's Alliance, which are like the, dang it, so close to getting actual iron tools, I think. Oh no. I hear you, buddy. And okay, whatever happened, that book gave me a ta-da. I just thought it was a robotics thing. I didn't even read what it did. And hey, buddy. Uh-oh. I feel like those are probably things I need, like meat and fat. I don't know, that's basically what you do is you hook up with the Lord's Alliance, we didn't hook up with the Lord's Alliance. And then this is where it gets weird. One of the major organizations is called the Zentarum. And the Zentarum are the game's thieves organization, the Thieves Guild. And oh, okay. Listen, I just wanted to look at the mailboxes for books, okay, guys? That's it. That's all I'm wandering through here for. I thought there'd be a lot of mailboxes to check. Okay? I don't need snakes. I don't need dogs. Blackstrap. Okay. Coffee recipe. Just checking the mailboxes, buddy. And and then basically from there it just goes into uh we think something shady's going on and we need you to go investigate. So go to the top of this mountain and talk to a monk and then bring back the information. It's literally just say you want your guys to go to the top of the mountain, listen to the monk chit chat for 5 minutes, and then go back down. And I'm like, well, oh, this is not me doing something. This is the DM talking to me. I want something to do. I don't want the DM to talk to me, okay? Uh, and then it's, go to the opera house and talk to this guy about stuff. And so you go and you talk, and, well, you go, and then you listen to the DM talk to you about the information that guy has. And then you get the quest to go talk to a talking mule. And so you talk to the talking mule because it has information. And I'm just like, because then you're just sitting there listening to the talking mule talk to you and give you information you're supposed to deliver. And then I'm just like, yep, yep, this is me not doing anything. And then there's like, ooh, someone's murdering elves in the docks, and we want you to check it out. So what that involves is going to the bar and having the DM talk to you, and then standing outside the bar till the guy shows up, and then one fight with that guy, and the DM's like, I can't believe you guys killed that guy. You weren't supposed to be able to kill him. Yeah, well, you know my rule. If it bleeds, it dies. All the time. Sometimes there's running, but most of the time there's not running. Most of the time there's just the killing. Okay, I want to check this thing. It might have parts I've never seen before. Nope, it had a book. That's weird, but okay. Look at that. Trailer looks cool with all the vines hanging off of it. Um, but yeah, and so eventually you just follow a bunch of clues, and there's the occasional fight, but it's mostly just having people talk at you. I remember there's like you go and you talk to these people, and they talk 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 and they talk, and then this guy tries to run away, and you gotta chase him across the town. I remember doing that, and then um and then there's the, oh hey, we've worked our way back around. Oh dude, I thought that was a giant snake. Okay, I think I'm gonna ride back to my base now. So, uh, eventually you make it to this dwarven ruin that's under the city. And it's mostly filled with traps. And so you got to get past all the traps. And then once you do, you get to the vault, and uh so the dragon heist is that the previous ruler of the city embezzled 50,000 golden dragons, which is a coin. And that's, they want you to find the 50,000 golden dragons basically. And so you find out he's dumped them in this vault underground, and so you get them back, and then all these people show up and they're like, "Hey, the money's ours, not yours." And in the I forgot you could switch how you drive this thing. I don't remember which way I prefer. Do I prefer with my keyboard so I can look around while I drive? I think so. Uh, and I don't know. You get to the end, and then we were like, great. So we don't even. They didn't even offer us a reward for finding this stuff, right? And so the DM's like, oh well, I'll give each of you some of the money, and so we each got like 3,000 gold coins or something, and then last time we immediately went into another campaign with those characters because that was a level 1 to 5 campaign, and then there's a level 5 to 20 campaign, and so we started that one. It's in the same city, and so we had all that money, and then the DM was like, there's no place to buy things, and so we just had thousands and thousands of gold and nothing to do with it. um uh because no matter how many times I argued with him that Waterdeep would have places to buy upgraded gear, he wasn't having it because it wasn't in the book. Um, but Waterdeep is like the largest seaport and like the center of everything. And I'm like, there's just no way people aren't bringing magic artifacts back to this place to sell. It would have the largest marketplace in the world, probably. But yeah, anyways, so I hate that campaign because it's all just standing around doing nothing. That's what it feels like to me. Just hours and hours of chit chat. And I'm just like, ugh, give us something to do. Give me a quest that matters. How does finding 50,000 gold for a city matter? The city's not broke. The city's not out of money. Who cares that the gangs are fighting over the secret of where this gold is? I didn't care. It's a terrible story. I just don't care. I want a reason to make rich people richer. Is not a reason because it's not like we were. It's not like you found a secret quest line. You found a secret that's going to lead you to 50,000 gold coins and you need it to save your village. No, it was so the previous guy embezzled 50,000 gold coins and we can't figure out where it's at, and we thought maybe while you were wandering around, maybe just maybe you could figure out where it was at for us. And then like I said, when you do uh everybody involved shows up to take it away from you. And so I just find that the weirdest thing, that everybody just shows up to take it away from you. Uh, and uh, and they're way more powerful than you, so it's not like you can fight them over it. You have to give it up or die, I guess. But yeah, so I hate that storyline. I hate it, and I was very disappointed he wanted to do it again, but he's DMing, so if I want to play D&D, right, you got to play what the DM's doing. I know. Everybody's like, no D&D is better than bad D&D. That's not true. That's a big fat lie. If these are the only people you can find to play D&D with in a style that you want to play, then, sometimes you got to play bad D&D, all right? I'm not saying you got to play, you know, abusive D&D. I'm not saying that. I'm saying sometimes though. Did I not mark down where my house is again? I have this place listed as home. Is that really home? Is my home not in this town? If I go all the way back to the place I have marked as home, and it's not really home. No, right there. I can see it. This is my home. Okay, that's better. So yes, the new one is something to do with Vecna. I don't remember the name of it. Um, it must be a newer campaign. I don't know the name of it. But yeah, we got our characters made like 2 weeks ago. We'll just call it last week, and then this week we were able to get started, and um it's in a different city. And so we were called in by the head of the city, and he needs us to um oh, I think he just said something weird was going on with the local cemetery, and want to know if we go check it out for him. I'm pretty sure that's what our current quest is. And so that is what we have started in, and so we wandered out, and we um yeah, I can't. I don't think much anything happened. We just wandered into the cemetery and we started looking around, and Apparently there's a cult in there. We got in there and we fought one group of bad guys, and then we found so they've kidnapped four people, and so we found one of those four people. Um, I think she just left us too. I was gonna ask her questions, but I think she just immediately left us. And then um, and then there were a few other rooms, and we just checked out some of the other rooms, but we haven't engaged with anything beyond that. I can't remember if there were bad guys in that room or not. There was a there was a trap door with some stuff too, and we got in there, and um, it was it was like a grate in the middle of the room, and below the grate was a golden harp and a torn scrap of cloth covered in blood and some papers. And so my one character, so what we've got is we've got paladin and a ranger and a thief and a druid is our current team. And so there's only three of us that play currently, and so we each play. Two of us play two characters, and the other guy is the DM because he says he can't handle playing characters and DMing at the same time, and I'm fine with that. If he just wants to be the DM, that's fine. I think he likes to be the DM because he wants to be in charge of everything, and I'm fine with that. Um, haven't managed to get the other guy to DM at all yet, so I keep trying to egg him that direction, but he has not taken the leap into DMing. And so uh, and so I have a druids are weird now in 2024 because the original D&D 5th edition was 2014, and so now we're on the 2024 rules, and they're very different, I feel. And so um they have a lot of weird choices they make. Because usually, what I'm used to is this: you start your character. If they're a full caster, you basically start with whatever they are. And if they're anything else, then they just start out as the basic version. And so, like, I think wizards maybe make a choice. Do wizards choose off the bat, or they choose at level 3? I think clerics start at as whatever they are. Maybe clerics are the only ones that start as whatever they're going to be. And but what I mean by that is they're classes and subclasses, and so like you might be play a fighter, which is my favorite class, and then at level 3 you have to choose what kind of fighter. And so like you might be a I'm trying to think of the kinds of fighters. You might be a an arcane fighter. Is that what they're called? An elemental fighter, arcane fighter. What is that called? Eldritch Knight. I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called. But they have spells and use a sword, right? And then, which is different from the wizard fighter combo thingy. Um, but So then, if you're, or you might be a champion, or you might be a battle master, or you might be um, a purple knight, which is a weird class name. I'm a purple knight. Um, Purple knights are like the ambassador fighter, I guess. Is Swashbuckler a fighter? I feel like Swashbuckler's a thief. But yeah, and so then like thieves, there's like at level 3, you go from being just a thief, you can be well, I think you're a rogue, and then at level 3 you can be a thief, or you can be an assassin, or you can be a soul knife, which is what I'm gonna play. My level 10 guy is Soul Blade. I've never played one before, so I thought I'd check it out. Or you might be a arcane trickster. Is that a thief? I can't remember. You'd think I could remember, but currently can't remember. So, anyways, so druids in the 2024 version, instead of getting that choice at level 3, at level 1, you have to make a choice between being an arcane druid or a different kind of druid. I forget what the other kind is. There's 2 of them. And so I chose arcane druid um, because we didn't have any arcane types, and I thought it would be beneficial given that we have a paladin who leans clericy. Uh, and I've never played a druid before, really. Um, I mean, I have, but the campaign didn't last very long. Um, and and so I just thought it'd be interesting to play a druid, but then I'm like, oh well, now we gotta choose the type of druid, and then you get to level 3, and it's like, so we know you chose what type of druid before, but now we really need to choose a type of druid, and so there was a new one on there called I don't know, something involving the ocean or the seas, and the problem is I made this character for our Dragon Heist campaign. And because the Dragon Heist campaign is on the coast, I, I thought, well, I'd make my druid have something to do with water, and so I thought the Stormy Sea druid or whatever it's called would be a good choice, and I think he will be interesting. I haven't got to use any of his special abilities really yet, but anyways, as an arcane druid, it gave me familiar, and so I made a bat, and so I just have this bat that follows me around, and well, no, actually, in my head, I imagine he just hangs on to my clothes somewhere, unless I need him to fly out and look around, because that's what familiars do. And so I'm like, is my bat strong enough to fly down and just grab those papers? Like, instead of trying to figure out how to open this, great. Can I just send my bat down? And the DM's like, yeah, I would imagine a bat could pick up some paper. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just send my bat down and get it. And then it just turned out it was a trap. The harp is worth like a ton of money. And so we disabled the trap and got the harp out anyways. And so it was a lot of money. Like 2,500 gold or something. I think he said the golden harp was worth. And so so yeah, that was about our initial day. I did get surrounded by whites. I think they were whites. I got surrounded by probably higher level than white. Something that lowered my maximum hit points. Because obviously with my rogue, I rushed in because I thought everybody else would rush in. And because I'm a bladey kind of rogue. And so I ran in to stab things. And then nobody else came in before those guys took their turn. I should have looked at the turn order, I guess. I could have teleported out of there. And so instead I got surrounded and repeatedly attacked until somebody finally Oh, good. I've unlocked knuckle wraps, quality 4. Yes. Yep. No points into knuckle wraps, by the way. Still don't have iron tools. But hey, getting those knuckle wraps all unlocked. One of these days I'm going to remember which one of these is my knife to cut up this stuff. I should have made more farm plots while I was back at my base, too. Alright, that tickled me. That tickled me. Now you're dead in the ditch. Alright, well, I think this is probably a good place to call it. So, with that, we burn small things, leave the light. I will talk to you later.